Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And here's Halliburton. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Pass to Iverson.
You know, one of the things you just love about Iverson is the heart he plays with. Every minute he's out there, there's no denying that he's giving it his all.
It's his first trip to the line. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And Cleveland has possession. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, I think the undervalued part of AI's game is his athleticism. I know he's not that big, but he's an amazing athlete. This guy was an all-state football player in high school, and he plays with some of that football mentality, too.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Johnson. Outside Nesmith. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Iverson. There's the drive. Pass to Black. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Collins. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
He's capable of torching you from there. Collins has great confidence in his mid-range jumper. Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
Here's Black. Pass to Iverson. Outside Johnson. Inside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. DeRozan down low. Now Gobert. Good.
You know, one of the things we've seen DeRozan do, guys, is elevate his passing game through the years. Now he's a terrific distributor at the two-guard spot.
Pass to Nembhard. Three-pointer, no good. The Cavs trailing. On the wing, DeRozan. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Out to the wing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Banked it in off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar got 8.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Buries it down low. 10 points for him.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Shot's good by Iverson.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Abdul-Jabbar misses. Pass to Black. Lays it up and banks it in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Nembhard outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Johnson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
.107 left now in the first quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Three-pointer, Halliburton. They get it back. Second chance shot. Now Johnson. Here's Nembhard. Drains the triple. Nembhard's got his second bucket on the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. Stolen by Collins. It's stolen by Johnson. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Now here's Halliburton. He's scoreless. 5 on the clock. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Second free throw, no good. Anthony feeling it out a bit. And he drives in. And so... It's the Minnesota Timberwolves, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate...
Power it home!
Wow!
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Pass to post. Butler with the ball. Here's post. There's the 3. And no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing fouls.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. And Anthony drops them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
This one for 3. Rebounded by Trent. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to Barlow. Here's Post. No luck on that one. And Cleveland has possession. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Trent outside. Pass to Barlow. Cavaliers with a rebound. Man with it. And it's Trent picking him up. All out play. The Timberwolves will have it. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Butler. It's not going to go for him. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Tipped away. It's George on the wing. Here's Post. Here's Barlow. Anthony grabs the board.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Barlow. Minnesota again missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Cavaliers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation.
Pass to Santos. George with it. Just 5 to shoot. That one's good. This game is all even. Halliburton with the ball. Still without a bucket. To stop the drought. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, but he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's owned that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league. Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the stripe.
Sully makes one of two, and the second one misses. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Nesmith. There's a minute 26 left in the half. Here's Halliburton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that.
Walter, good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Back to Halliburton. On the wing, Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Outside for Halliburton. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Shots good by Black.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And there it is for him.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with
it. Here's Iverson. He got a piece of it. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And here's Minnesota now. Halliburton outside. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Black. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Kept alive. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the layup is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 14 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
With the drive. Pass to Vukcevic. Clock at 6. Here's Iverson. He's guarded by Nembhard. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And he gets that one. Nembhard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Collins. Lets a 3 fly. Fires in the triple. He has 7.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
What good is it to get stops if you can't keep them off the boards?
They're getting outworked on the glass, and those second-chance buckets have devastated their defense.
Here's Iverson. And it's all from 3-point range. Minnesota leading by 3. Inside.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Over to the wing. And here's Collins. He's got 7. 3 on the clock. Looking to end the run. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, he just establishes position and stands firm. That's how you earn your rebound, with strong, solid technique.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 18. There's Nesmith with a 3. Pure from three-point range. Nesmith's got 5 now.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And DeRozan, here we go. Let's go with a 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Johnson. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Cavaliers trail by 11. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you earn a trip to the line out of it. And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
In the lane. Shot's good by Iverson.
He's really cagey on the attack. Iverson has a real knack for knowing when to slash and get to the rim.
Trent outside. Outside Barnes. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Highland looking for an opening. Outside Barnes. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Iverson. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Again, the Timberwolves score.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Three-pointer, Anthony. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Pass to Trent. The 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. Oh, boy. Looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Three-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Walters has got his second basket of the night.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Barnes, no good. He got it up. Offline. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. Building this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Trent from long range. Nails it from 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
For 3, Anthony. And they recover it. The rebound by Post.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Trent on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. In transition. The 3. Anthony misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Post. Outside, Highland. Clock at 4. Another shot. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Cavaliers trail by 15. DeRozan right side. No good on the 3. And here's Minnesota now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Walter from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Anthony outside. Outside man. Now Anthony. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. They are going to keep him on the sidelines tonight, and it may be a few more games until he's ready to get back on the court. Guys?
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Looking to get on the board here in the fort still. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Halliburton outside. Driving in. Got it.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Walter from outside. Cleveland again missing. And here's Minnesota now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Walter. Collins outside. Outside man. Back to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Nembhard outside. Right wing. From behind the arc. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
DeRozan for 3. Drills it from deep. DeRozan's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win
For the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Outside man. Kicks it to DeRozan. Goes up again. Collins. Great positioning on the putback.
A tremendous athlete, Collins showing his quickness to the ball and taking advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Tries again. Can't get it to go. 9 for 14 now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Knocks it loose. Here's Walter. It's tipped. Kicks it to DeRozan. Second chance effort. And too long on the shot. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. There's the triple. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were